In the right side corner of this video there is I button. Please go through the I button. There will be a previous video link and please you must go through it. Okay. Now we will discuss 31 number of questions. Sugar packing in double stranded nucleic acid is exclusively, and the options are C-2 endo in double stranded DNA, C-3 prime endo in double stranded DNA, C-2 prime endo in double stranded RNA, C-3 prime endo in hybrid duplex with one strand as DNA and the other as RNA. In these questions, the right options, the right answer is option number 4. Now we will discuss question number 32. Eukaryotic mRNAs are modified to possess a 5' cap structure. Which one of the following is an incorrect statement about the function of the 5' cap structure? And the options are: it protects the mRNA from 5' to 3' exoribonuclease attack, it facilitates splicing of the nascent transcripts, it protects the transcript from degradation by RNase 3 family enzyme, it facilitates attachment to 48 subunit of ribosome. In these questions, the right option is three. Now we will discuss question number 33. Which one of the following doesn't belong to human anatomical proteins and peptides at epithelial surface forming part of innate immunity? And the options are lactoferrin, defensin, calprotectin and pimentin. In this question, the right option is option number 4. Now we will discuss question number 34. Which one of the following best describe death upon detachment? And the options are necroptosis, anarchism, extravegetation and metastasis. In these questions, the right option is option 2. Now we will discuss question 35. Fruit bats are known to harbor and spread several viruses that can infect other animals and humans. Now the question is, which one of the following virus is not reported to spread by fruit bats? And the options are Ebola, Nipah, SARS and HIV. In these questions, the right option is 4. Now we will discuss question number 36. In a type 1 hypersensitivity mediated asthmatic response, which one of the following is thought to contribute significantly to the prolonged bronchitis and build up of mucus seen in asthmatics. And the options are stromaboxane, leukotriene, TGFB, and chondroitin. In these questions, the right option is 2. Now we will discuss the question number 37. In certain plants, the mechanism where timing of anther, dehiscence and stigma respectively do not coincide to avoid self-pollination is called and the options are trichogamy, hergogamy, monocy and dioicy. In these questions, the right option is option 1. Now, we will discuss the question number 38. In xenopus embryos, beta carotene plays an important role in the dorsal or ventral axis development. The question is, what would you expect if the endogenous glycogen synthase kinase 3, that is GSK3, is knocked out by dominant negative form of GSK3 in the ventral cells of the early embryo? And the options are blocking of GSK3 on the ventral side has no effect. A normal embryo will form. The resulting embryo will only have ventral sides. A second axis will form and the dorsal fate is suppressed. In these questions, the right option is option 3. Now, we will discuss question number 39. Homeobox transcription factor, that is HOX protein, play important roles in specifying whether a particular mesenchymal cell will become stylopod, zygopod or autopod. Based on the expression patterns of these genes, a model was proposed where this HOX gene specified the identity of a limb region. The question is, what would be the observed phenotype for human homozygous for a HOX D13 mutation? And the options are no zygote formation, abnormalities of the hand and feet where the digit fuse, deformities in stylopods, and no femur or patella formations. In this question, the right option is option 2. Now we will discuss question number 40. Which one of the following describe the function of silicon in plants? And the options are constituent of amino acid, contributes to cell wall rigidity and elasticity, constituent of the photosynthesis reaction center, and maintenance of cell charger and electroneutrality. In these questions, the right option is 2. Now we will discuss question number 41. Most of the plant disease resistance, that is R gene products contain G-box dominance, transcription repression domains, leucine rich repeats, and enzymatic activities. In between these 4 options, the right option is option number 3. Now we will discuss the question number 42. Out of several gibberellins identified in plants, which one of the following is not bioactive? And the options are GA1, GA4, GA3 and GA5. In this question, the right option is option number 4. Now we will discuss the question number 43. Nitrogenase, a complex metal containing enzyme, is involved in conversion of N2 to NH3. Which one of the following metals is not involved in the activity of nitrogenase? And the options are molybdenum, iron, vanadium and cobalt. In these questions, the right option is option number 4. Now we will discuss the question number 44. Which one of the following agents cause relaxations of messenger cells? And the options are histamine, thromboxane 8-2, norepinephrine and dopamine. In these questions, the right option is option 4. Now we will discuss the question number 45. A patient comes to the hospital complaining of vomiting and diarrhea. The doctor suggested that the patient take glucose and electrolyte solution orally. Which one of the following membrane proteins is likely to be involved in rehydrating the patient? And the options are cystic fibrosis, membrane regulator, that is CFTR, sodium glucose transporter protein 1, that is CGLT1, insulin receptor protein, that is IRP, and sucrase isomaltase protein, that is SIP. In these questions, the right option is option number 2. Now we will discuss the question number 46. Which one is required for vitamin B12 absorption in small intestine? And the options are cobalamin, hepastine, hepcidin and sodium co-transporter. In these questions, right option is option 1. Now we will discuss question number 47. Which one is the correct sequence of events that takes place during phototransduction when light falls into the retina? And the options are, actually those options are the pathway. Okay, now the options are closure of sodium channel leads to activation of transduction, leads to decreased release of glutamate, leads to decrease in intracellular cGMP, leads to structural changes in rhodopsin. Second option, decreased release of glutamate leads to structural changes in rhodopsin, leads to activation of transduction, leads to decrease in intracellular cGMP, leads to closure of sodium channels. Option number 3, structural changes in rhodopsin leads to activation of transduction, leads to decrease in intracellular cGMP, leads to closure of sodium channel, leads to decreased release of glutamate. Fourth option is decrease in intracellular cGMP leads to activation of transduction, leads to decreased release of glutamate, leads to structural changes in rhodopsin leads to closure of sodium channels. In these questions, right option is option number 3. Now we will discuss the question number 48. A load score of 3 represents a recombination frequency, that is RF, that is, and the options are 3 times as likely as the hypothesis of number linkage, 30 times as likely as the hypothesis of number linkage, 100 times as likely as the hypothesis of number linkage, 1000 times as likely as the hypothesis number linkage. In these questions, the right option is option number 4. Now we will discuss question number 49. Assuming that the A, B, C and D genes are not linked, the probability of a progeny being capital A, small a, capital B, small c, capital D, small d from a cross between capital A, capital B, small c, capital D, small d and small a, capital B, small c, capital D pairs will be, and the options are 4 by 32, 3 by 16, 1 by 4 and 3 by 32. In these questions, the right option is option number 3. Now we will discuss question number 50. The newborn baby of a mother having blood group AB, Rh factor positive, and father having blood group O, Rh positive, Rh negative, got mixed with other babies in the hospital. The baby with which of the following blood group is expected to be the said couple? And the options are O, Rh positive, O, Rh negative, AB, Rh negative, B, Rh positive. In these questions, the right option is option number 4. Now we will discuss question number 51. Which one of the following DNA markers can be used to distinguish between the homozygote and heterozygote? And the options are RAPD, FFLP, RFLP and ISSR. In these questions, the right option is option number 3. Now we will discuss question number 52. Which one of the following is a fungal disease of plants? And the options are cucumber mosaic, fire blight of pear, crown gall, apple scab. In these questions, the right option is option number 4. Now we will discuss question number 53. Which one of the following influenza A virus subtype caused severe avian flu and was responsible for disease outbreak in the year 1997 in Hong Kong? And the options are H1N1, H7N7, H3N2 and H5N1. In these questions, the right option is option number 4. Now question number 54. Depicted below is a phylogenetic tree of selected taxa. Now you may observe the figure. There is a group X and group Y. Now based on the above, which one of the following statements is correct? First option, group X is monophyletic and group Y is polyphyletic. Option 2, group X is paraphyletic and group Y is monophyletic. Option 3, both group X and Y are monophyletic. And option number 4, group X is monophyletic and group Y is paraphyletic. In these questions, the right option is 4. Now we will discuss question number 55. Which of the following describe the identification feature of non-poisonous snakes? And the options are cylindrical tail and small belly scales, cylindrical tail, broad transverse belly scales, and fourth infralabial scale is the largest. Flat tail, broad transverse scale, and third supralabial scale touches eye and nose. Cylindrical tail, broad transverse belly scale, and a loreal pit between eye and nostril. In these questions, the right option is option number 1. Now we will discuss question number 56. A road is constructed through a wet tropical forest, following which the population of a species of forest butterfly decline. Which of the following is not a possible explanation for the road causing a decline in the forest butterfly populations? And the options are road facilitates immigration of gap-loving species which compete with the forest species. Road facilitates increased movement of individuals of the forest butterfly within the forest, which reduce genetic diversity. Road internally fragment the habitat and negatively affect important microhabitat conditions for the forest butterfly. Road facilitates invasion by non-native plants that displace native host and nectar plants of the forest butterfly. In these questions, the right option is option 2. Now we will discuss question number 57. Which of the following statements regarding normal distribution is not correct? And the options are: it is symmetric around the mean, it is symmetric around the median, it is symmetric around the variance, it is symmetric around the mode. In these questions, a right option is option number 3. Now we will discuss question number 58. Tropical regions may have more species diversity because of the following possible reasons, except, that means you have to find the exception one. And the options are: tropical regions have had more time to diversify under relatively stable climatic conditions than temperate regions. Tropical regions have high spatial heterogeneity, greater biological competitions in the tropic leads to narrower niches, lower predation intensity in the tropics allows survival of more prey species. In these questions, the right option is option number 4. Now we will discuss question number 59. Which one of the following statements is correct? Ectomycorrhizal association predominantly reduce phosphorus limitation and endomycorrhizal association reduce both nitrogen and phosphorus limitations. Second option, endomycorrhizal association predominantly reduce phosphorus limitation and ectomycorrhizal association reduce both nitrogen and phosphorus limitations. Third option, ecto and endomycorrhizal association do not reduce nitrogen and phosphorus limitation. Fourth option, ecto and endomycorrhizal association are able to reduce only phosphorus limitation. In this question, the right option is option number 2. Now we will discuss question number 60. Which one of the following statements is correct for the presence of speciation? And the options are: allobatic speciation occur between adjacent populations, parabatic speciation may occur between geographically separated populations, sympatric speciation occur within one continuously distributed populations, and option number 4, sympatric speciation occur when continuously distributed populations are fragmented. In these questions, the right option is option number 3.